Hey guys, Nomus RC, we are back at it again. In my last video, I mentioned doing some upgrades to these two vehicles. So this one will actually be getting a new body, a Mustang body, and then new servo and new ESC. And then this one here will be getting this 4985, and then two new servos. So let's get cracking. So we got quite the assortment of servos, all solid metal, steel geared. This is actually what we're working with right here. They're JX servos. At 6 volts, they're 26 kilogram. And then at 6 volts, they're 0.09 for speed. So stupid fast. Crazy, crazy servos. These are actually okay even in a helicopter. But they're going to go into here. So let's go ahead and pull the receiver, ESC, and the servo. My trusty tool holder. You can actually download this on my Thingiverse. Holds pretty much everything that you could need. You have your actual drill bits over here for drilling holes. You have all your attachments that can go into here for your hexes, and you have hex drivers. You got a digital caliper holder. You got a holder for your Loctite, and then you actually have a drawer down there just to hold parts. Thing is super useful. I use it every time that I do RC stuff now. Very helpful. We'll go ahead and pull the 4 screws for the servo. Let's go ahead and take this whole side guard off here. There we go. So you have a box apparently that holds the servo and the receiver. Now we're going to do this a little bit differently when we put it back together. I'm not fond of this design. I like to use these newer style cutoff wheels. They're actually the same as what you'd use on a typical grinder. They really don't wear out that fast. They don't shatter and break, and they cut through stuff like instantly. And they'll tear into steel like nothing. Alright, so we still have our spot for our antenna right there, and then we have our servo mount. Perfect. Start getting a little pile going of junk old parts. Nice solid aluminum servo. Steel geared. Gorgeous. Looks like this aluminum servo horn will work just fine. We just need to shave off the top part, the top hole. Okay, there we go. Servo horn made just for this car. And because this is going into aluminum, you are going to need to Loctite. To the trash with you, Spectrum. I mean, these servos die all the time anyway, so I don't have much hope for it. So we just took the arm off of the servo saver and threw it onto the new servo arm. Direct drive, baby. No bullshit. We know that the servo's centered, so we just need to get this thing as close to a right angle as possible. We may have to remove some plastic out of here to get some extra clearance. Alright, we'll see how that works. Let's go ahead and Loctite a screw into here. That is looking nice. So probably a bit of overkill for a Vendetta, but we had it on hand. So there is a little lock nut, nylon nut, that goes into this part right here. It just sits on the top, like so. And then we have a screw come up from the bottom. I do love these kind of servos. They are so buttery smooth. They're not ratchety or anything, just buttery smooth. Holy crap. That thing is stupid fast. And that's just at 6 volt. And then power. Oh yeah, plenty of power. Let's go ahead and do endpoints. So in the radio link, you come into the EPA section. And then we would go to the steering. And right now it's at 65-65, so let's see if we can get a little bit more throw. That's our gyro. So this wire right here is actually for our battery voltage on board. So some of the reason that I really like these receivers is this connection right here, positive and negative. You hook it in line with your battery, and it gives you constant telemetry data of the battery voltage and the vehicle on screen on the radio. And the ESC that we're going to be swapping out is inside of here. So we're going to be grabbing this Arrma 150. So I got the BLX 185 out of there. Beauty of it is we are using 4mm bullets. So same setup. We will actually change this over to an XT60. Okay, we got the XT60 on here. Let's go ahead and get this ESC installed. Okay, so we got all the wiring sorted. We got the ESC in. We got the new servo. We got the... I actually wound up putting the RX up here. And she's all good to go. And we have that lightning fast servo in there. Now she will be much more reliable. And then to top it all off, boom. It looks this body looks so much better in person and on video than it did in the pictures. I liked it in the pictures, I really did, but it's exceeded my expectations in real life. That looks absolutely fucking wonderful. Nice 5.0. And it comes with a wing, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. That looks awesome. And then it's got the diffuser still on it. As always, guys,